What's up YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to show you an awesome, powerful little tool that I purchased recently. It's called a FLIR 1 Generation 3 thermal imaging camera. If you want to check out this awesome little product, I'll leave the link down in the description below for you. But this is actually made for an iOS product, but you can also purchase the one that is Android compatible. But this one in particular, you can connect it, as you can see here, to an iPhone or iPad. And the awesome thing is it has an adjustable little mechanism right here where if your phone has a case, you can slide this up or down to make it protrude more so it can make good contact. So you just slide it just like that. You can see it's more recessed now. But it basically comes with the instruction manual. You get your USB-C connector right there, and it also comes with a case. So every time I use this FLIR 1 device, I always think of this movie right here, The Predator. All right, to get started, just make sure you go into the App Store and download the FLIR 1 app. And then you're going to go ahead and click on that and go ahead and turn this facing downward and stick this right inside here, just like so. Once you have it plugged in, it will say it takes around 20 seconds or so to get it connected, but you also have to go ahead and push the power button here on the bottom. So I push that, you can see it's turning on now. And it's kind of blinking green, I'm not sure if you can see that there. But while I'm back here, I'll show you this is where your USB port goes in for charging. Whenever it's charging, you'll see it blinking right over here. But so here we are. So we're on the thermal imaging screen. You can also take pictures and video. But this is basically how it looks. It's not a standalone product like some of the guns you've seen out there. You can actually just connect this to your iPhone or Android, and it's very compact and small. So far, using this product for about 3 weeks now, I really enjoy the thermal interface, and it's a very lightweight accessory that can transform any Android or iOS device into a powerful thermal imaging camera. So it will allow you to see the thermal image as well as the visible spectrum. So you can see the chairs there, the outlining of the chairs, and you can see the window. And then if you follow the heat signature, where that little dot is, where the spot meter is at, it'll tell you the temperature of it. So I'll pan over here and you can see it's a lot cooler on that wall. And you can see that the yellow spots right over there are a lot hotter. So cooler objects or surfaces are gonna be darker, so more of a purple. And then you can see the hot spots where it's more yellow and orange. So I just want to give you a quick little demo of how this thing works. So I have an iPhone recording my actual primary phone with the FLIR 1 Generation 3 thermal camera attached to it. And I love this thing, like I said, 'cause I use this to diagnose the thermal readings on electrical components and also to check on the insulation in my home to see how I can improve it. So you can see right here as I'm recording, you can see the hot spots in the ceiling. So you can see right up in that corner, it is super hot compared to, say, right over here on this wall. And basically I'll try to zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm recording with this camera here as well. So that's the front door right over there. And you can see the window clearly there. So I'll come right over here and you can see my laptop. That shows up hot compared to everything else, compared to the table. I'm gonna touch the floor for a brief moment. And then I'm going to let go of it. And you can still see it's showing a heat signature. So it is really sensitive. I just touched that tile right over there and it's still showing a heat signature. So let me show you how you can check the battery life. If you click on that top corner there, it'll show you that it's at 100%. So I've used this thing for almost at least 2.5 hours and it hasn't died yet. It does charge really fast. I think I was at around 25%. It didn't even take not even 45 minutes to an hour to charge it in full. So, but there's a bunch of different features that are available on this awesome product. You can also go into settings and you can change things from like the Celsius to Fahrenheit, the time, and change the date format as well. So when you want to access your photos, you just click on that right-hand corner right over here. And these are all the things that I took pictures of. So this right here is the most recent thing that I took a picture of. This was a fan light, and that's a washer and dryer. You can see the dryer is really hot. And this is my hand. This is a FLIR heating coil. This is my dishwasher. These are some pipes. Here, this is a recording I did of the dryer. This is a video example here. So I was recording the dryer. That's some softener right up in the corner, on the top right here. And those are some pants hanging up. And you can see how the heating duct travels straight up through the top of the roof there. You can see the heat signature. So here is a hot water heater, and this is what it looks like on the thermal imaging camera. I'll even zoom into it and get closer to it so you can see the different readings. So this vehicle, we just got back recently from shopping, and you can see the thermal reading on the engine is gonna be really hot. So this is the engine right here, and this is what the image is showing. And there's a reading of like 150 right down inside there. So as I pan over here, you can see the parts that are cool. So right over here on this countertop, I have 2 coffee mugs. Each of them is filled with water, but one of them is actually hot. So I'll use my thermal imaging camera, and you can see which one is tap water, which is the one to the left, and the one to the right is the hot one. So as you can see here, it's reading like 150 degrees. All right, so here's an example of the stove top, and I'm gonna have the stove come on real quick so you can see the heat signature. So go ahead and turn on one of them. We'll see which one it is. It's probably gonna be, oh, we can see which one it is. It's the very first one on the right side front. And it is getting pretty hot really quick. So 117, 130, and this is all in Fahrenheit. This is what it looks like in real person view and thermal imaging view. Let me split the screen up so you can see it there. So here's my gym room, and as you can see here, this is what the thermal imaging camera looks like. If you want to improve the visual image that's overlaid with the thermal image, you definitely need more light. So just look at how this looks right now. It's kind of foggy, kind of vague. You can kind of see what's going on. But when I turn the light on, Alexa, turn on gym light.
Okay.
So you see how it got a lot more vivid because I had the lights turned on. You can see how it's a lot more crisp. You can see the squat rack bar a lot better than when it was dim. So to the naked eye, this living room looks like there's no issues going on. And once I use my thermal imaging camera, you can see how I need to add some insulation in a few spots. So right over here in this corner, I'll zoom in there, and you can see how it is hot because I've actually been in the attic and I saw that this spot right over here is missing a nice chunk of insulation, and you can see how it's reading like 90 degrees. So visually to the eye, you wouldn't be able to tell that little slither right over there needs some more insulation. You can see everything else is dark and pretty much normal. And then also on this side right over here, in that little corner and towards the top peak of the roof line, it needs some insulation, especially right over here. You can see how big of a difference it is. So right at that peak, needs some insulation. So I'll show you the temperature reading of that. It's pretty close to 88 degrees, almost 90 degrees. I hope you enjoyed today's video on this FLIR 1 Generation 3 camera. If you want to check out this awesome product, again, I'll leave it down in the description below for you. But please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, thank you all for watching.